that's revenge.
My nail tech knows how to keep it a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it. I caught a buzz and you did too, but I look like I've been getting money, Hariki. You smell me, that's LV. Walk around with my chest out and my skin smooth, I'm healthy. I'm in a mix and I'm handshaking, but most of y'all can't help me. Most of y'all ain't wealthy. Most of y'all just dress like it. I caught the vibe that y'all giving off and I'm trying to make myself less.
Well, we have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Brooklyn Nets come in for this one. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Now here's Powell. Here's Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And how great is it to see Wall there with the slam? I mean, overcoming that serious heel injury.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Brooklyn with the ball.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by KD. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute played so far here in the first. It's George on the wing. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Rebound, Brooklyn. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
That one is no good.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Here is Wall. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Now, here is George. From deep. They get it back. The kick out to Wall. From deep three-point range. Los Angeles with another miss. And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Here's Mills. Pass to O'Neal. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thanks, David.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Right now for your Clippers Spirit Team.
1:51 left to play in the first quarter. Takes it out to Covington. Pass to Morris. Here's Mann. Lays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone, an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
At 6'11" with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
Covington with the bucket.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Authoritative move by Simmons, throwing it down on the defense.
It's Covington on the wing. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Covington's got 5 now. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
Well, KD still a net after asking for a trade. The team looked, but didn't feel a deal was there. And Durant will continue to play, but you feel like this story could drag on until the trade deadline or beyond.
A deep 3 from Irving. Sinks it.
How
What
many
range
shots
from
tonight?
outside.
Go
Wow.
boy.
An overlooked part of his game. Irving's about a career 40% shooter from deep.
Pass to Coffey. Shoots the 3. O'Neal with the rebound. Here's Durant. Shoots over Covington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Durant still has a drive to keep adding something to his game
Away.
offensively, which should
God
be scary
damn.
to the rest of the league, but makes him so fun to watch.
Picked off in midair.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Is that one?
Wow. What,
Yeah.
Did he have something in his eye on that shot?
That's weird.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Clippers trailed by 4. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
All with it. Driving in. Curry with some nice D. To the middle. Here's Sumner. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Sumner's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets. Here's Wall. That one doesn't go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Here's KD. Lays it up and banks it in. Durant's got 10.
Yeah, you're not going to see KD miss from that range very often.
Wall looking for an opening. In the corner, George with it. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Sumner. The Clippers grab the miss. From outside the arc. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Leonard attacking. It's hauled in by Claxton.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous, but nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. Drops in the tray.
Three-pointer.
And the Nets lead by 10.
And Kyrie with that feel, man, so special, impressive. Finds a teammate. That's a direct dime.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Brooklyn with the ball. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Outside for Curry. Takes a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Curry's got 9.
I think Kyrie could play not only with the ball, but with the baton right now, orchestrating the offense.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Curry on the wing. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 12 now in this quarter.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. 19-point game.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
On the wing, Jackson. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Can they get it? And he sinks the layup. Mann's got his second bucket. And you know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Curry outside. And they'll get another chance. Stolen away.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
Thomas with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Curry leading the charge.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Man gets the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Thomas has it in the corner. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Shoots over Covington. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
A walking triple-double threat. Simmons needs to keep working on developing that jump shot to be truly unguardable.
The Clippers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
Second team foul.
Free throw drops for Covington.
And Robert Covington, a guy who's out there to do it all for his team on both ends of the floor. He's going to make plays that impact winning.
Here's Jackson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
A 3 from Morris. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Brooklyn looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He still hasn't been able to solve their defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nets leading by 13. Pass to Simmons. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Durant with a wide open look. Buries a long-range jumper. Durant's got the first points of the 3rd quarter up on the board for the Nets. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. The kick out to Wall. And Wall with the slam.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker. Now it's a key part of his game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
KD, that's for 2. And a miss there off the inbound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And they get it back.
And clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
Kevin Durant.
Greg Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, Jordy. Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. When you look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. Katie says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you.
Well, there's a nice answer from an operator in Kevin Durant. You hit a three, you know he's coming back at you.
And Durant sends it back. Irving for three. And the Nets, another three.
Timeout.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the Clippers call time here. So both teams making some changes here. Clippers trail by 20. On the wing, George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
Nobody near George. Hands it from downtown.
We've seen George hit some threes from way downtown before, and he's at it again.
Right side, Thomas. Outside, Warren. Curry outside. Here's Claxton. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback. Thomas up top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Warren. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
You don't want to give T.J. Warren, who's a gifted scorer, that kind of positioning. You're just gifting him points.
.119 left in the third quarter. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Sumner. Curry wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Powell. And here's Leonard from three. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's intercepted. Jackson down low. For three, Covington drains it from beyond the arc. Covington's got 11.
And Covington knows this is a big part of his role to knock down threes.
Curry, good.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Left side, Harris. Outside, Warren. And so it's Seth Curry making highlights for Brooklyn. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Mills with the steal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I do so enjoy watching a bounce pass executed that perfectly.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building. All the officials are all over that one.
No good on that one. The Nets making a switch here. And the second free throw, good. To the paint. Here's Harris. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Pass to Sharp. Tries again. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Coffey. Off target from three-point range. And here's Harris from the arc. The shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Sharp. And he banks in the layup.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Morris into the lane. Some solid defense from Harris. It's the Nets now. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Nets, Ben Simmons. Kevin Durant. P.J. Warren.
Morris, left side. Launches it. Simmons pulls it in. Brooklyn with the ball. Durant just inside the line. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
The tray. They grab their own miss. Simmons can't cash in from close range. And they double up Simmons. KD on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Los Angeles. A three from Morris. And no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's good, 2 points.
Love how effective Irving is on the drive. His head is up, and he just cuts right through the defense.
And Coffey gets it to go.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
1:32 left to play here in the fourth. That's a two from Kennard. O'Neal with the rebound.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his third personal foul.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Wall, that's good.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Sumner. Inside. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And the length of Simmons using this as well as that athleticism to pull in the offensive rebound.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them.